Hi, my name is Jamie Lackmus and I am 23 years old. Growing up, I had a pretty good upbringing. I had my dad in my life, my mom in my life, and our family. We served God together. I had a lot of people who loved me and they were always present in my life. My siblings were always there for me. But for some reason, one thing that I really battled was always feeling alone. I've always felt like the enemy was just right behind me, in my ears, telling me that no one cared, that my life wasn't worth it. And a big question that I always had was, man, what's my purpose in life? I'd go to the restroom and I would just think, I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, why did God bring me here on earth? I was just a church kid and the enemy would lie to me and tell me that I wasn't worth it. And I always would feel alone when really I was never alone. And I would go to the restroom and I would just cry in the bathroom and be just so sad and lonely and almost depressed. And I would come out the bathroom and, act like nothing happened. I would put up a smile on my face when really I was really hurting inside. And then a guy came into my life while I was in high school and I thought that he was love, and before I knew it, he was verbally abusing me, physically abusing me. And I just always caught myself running back to this guy. And after a long while, being broken up, I ran into Victory Outreach. My first time coming through the doors of Victory Outreach was through a Choose Purity event. One of the icebreakers, it was Sister Mel. She had everyone writing down like what they loved about themselves. And I remember sitting on the table and I was like, oh my God, like, no, I'm not writing it. I'm not gonna write it. But she was like, and I'm gonna walk around and you guys better have something. And I was like, oh shoot. So I was like, okay. So I grabbed a pen and I was like, I guess I like my hair. I guess I like my smile, my eyebrows. And that was the first time ever that I've ever, looked or even thought of myself like that, where I complimented myself. And from that point on, I knew God was doing something different in my life. And fast forward, before I knew it, Sister Veta was like, you know what, we're going to send you to the UTC. It was the best decision that I could have ever made. I'm glad that I was obedient and I said yes. It was right there in the UTC where I began to have a personal relationship with God. I got to get down more in my word. I got to get down more in my prayer life. I found myself, being so open and broken in worship, and I got baptized, and I can genuinely say that God really touched my life right there in the UTC. And now I found my purpose in life. It's to serve God and help those who are hurting as well. Were once just like me. And now I find myself serving in our recovery homes, in our youth ministries, also in our worship team. And what a privilege, just to see lives being transformed right before my eyes. And maybe you can relate to my story, and I want to encourage you, just give God a chance. Serve Him with all your heart and watch Him transform your life, just like how He did for mine. God bless you.